To grow, you must be willing to suffer, to fail again and again, until those failures eventually lead you to success. Too many people are chained to comfort and convenience, but convenience is killing their calling. Nothing extraordinary will ever be convenient. Ordinary is easy, but if you want to be extraordinary, you have to add extra to the ordinary. You have to go further, work harder, and sacrifice more. Everyone has extraordinary potential, but only those who are willing to do the hard things, to make the tough decisions, and to learn what they don't like doing, will ever rise above mediocrity. Life will always give you two paths, the easy route that most people take, and the hard route that leads to a better life. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace. If you stay in bed, stay on the couch, and live in your comfort zone, your life will remain hard. But if you get up, grind, stay relentless, and work while others are slacking off, your life will eventually become easier. Every time something good happens, don't be satisfied. Get hungrier. Ask yourself why you aren't giving more effort. The truth is, most people lack energy, stamina, and power. They move too slowly and waste precious time. That doesn't make them bad people, but it does make them average. To be great, you must keep up with the standard of greatness, because there are levels to this. If you want something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Too many people have big dreams, but only give small effort. There's nothing wrong with your dream. The problem is your grind. You're giving 60% when you have 120% inside you. You need to use every single one of your 24 hours like never before. Stop wasting time on distractions, entertainment, and excuses. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask why you're giving only half of what you're capable of. Punish yourself if you must. No more TV, no more snacks, no more procrastination. Get serious, take control, and put yourself under pressure, because success is not comfortable. It requires you to step outside your comfort zone, to endure trials and tribulations, and to expand yourself beyond what you think is possible. Success comes when you learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Put pressure on yourself every single day, because that pressure is what will forge your greatness. To truly grow, you must be willing to suffer, to face failure again and again until it shapes you into someone stronger. Failure is not the enemy. It is the hammer that molds your strength. Too many people are chained to comfort and convenience, but convenience is a silent killer of dreams. Nothing extraordinary is ever convenient. Ordinary is easy, but if you want to rise above, if you want to be extraordinary, you must add the extra. You must put in more hours, more discipline, more sacrifice. Everyone carries potential, but only those who do the difficult things, who embrace the struggles, who force themselves to learn what they dislike, ever unlock it. Life presents two paths, the easy road most people take, and the hard road that leads to greatness. The bigger the struggle, the greater the peace you find on the other side. Stay in your comfort zone and your life will always be hard. Step into discomfort, grind relentlessly, push past your limits, and life eventually rewards you with ease. Hunger must replace satisfaction. Every small victory should fuel your desire for more. Ask yourself honestly, why aren't you giving everything you have? Most people lack energy, stamina, and urgency. They waste hours on distractions, giving half effort to their full-sized dreams. That is why they remain average. To be great, you must go beyond average, because greatness has a standard. If you want something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Look in the mirror and demand more from yourself. Cut out the excuses, cut out the waste, and put yourself under pressure. Success is uncomfortable. It demands sacrifice, trials, and relentless consistency. But when you learn to be comfortable with discomfort, when you embrace pressure instead of running from it, that is when you rise. That is when you separate yourself from the rest. And that is when you finally discover what you are truly capable of. Exercise and motivation are deeply connected, each fueling the other in a cycle of growth and discipline. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that boost your mood and energy levels. This physical shift doesn't just make you feel healthier, it creates a mental spark that says, if I can push through this set, I can push through anything. Regular training teaches resilience because every rep, every mile, every drop of sweat is a reminder that growth comes through effort. It builds self-respect, confidence, and a powerful sense of control over your life. And this is where motivation grows stronger. Exercise becomes proof that you are capable of doing hard things. When your body feels strong, your mind follows, and suddenly even challenges outside the gym seem less intimidating. On the other side, motivation itself is a force that multiplies results. A motivated person looks at exercise not as a burden, but as an opportunity, a chance to prove their willpower, to upgrade themselves, to move closer to their goals. Motivation takes ordinary actions like waking up early, lifting weights, or running, and transforms them into meaningful steps toward a bigger vision. It's motivation that pushes you to exercise on the days you don't feel like it, and it's exercise that keeps that motivation alive by giving visible results. Together they form a cycle. Exercise fuels motivation, and motivation fuels more exercise, creating a lifestyle built on discipline, strength, and progress. This cycle doesn't just improve the body, it sharpens the mind, strengthens character, and teaches the most important lesson of all, that greatness is earned through consistent effort, and every small step forward is proof that you can achieve much more than you ever imagined. Exercise and motivation walk hand in hand, and together they can completely transform your life. Think about what happens when you exercise. The moment you start moving your body, whether it's running, lifting weights, doing push-ups, or even a simple walk, your brain releases powerful chemicals called endorphins. These endorphins make you feel lighter, happier, and more energized. Suddenly, you don't feel lazy or stuck anymore. Instead, you feel alive. And that little spark is the first form of motivation. Exercise teaches you discipline, because every time you push through one more set or run one more mile, you prove to yourself that you are capable of doing hard things. That proof stays with you and becomes your inner fuel. Now think about motivation itself. Motivation is like the fire inside you that whispers, "Keep going, you're closer than you think." Without motivation, even simple tasks feel impossible. But with motivation, even the hardest challenges look like opportunities. Motivation is what wakes you up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's what drags you to the gym when your body says no. And it's what helps you finish the workout when your muscles are screaming to stop. Motivation gives meaning to exercise. It turns it from a boring routine into a personal mission. And the best part is, once you stay consistent, exercise feeds your motivation even more. You start seeing results. Your body feels stronger, your mind feels sharper, your energy levels rise, and that progress motivates you to keep going. This creates a powerful cycle. Exercise gives you motivation, and motivation keeps you exercising. Together, they don't just change your body, they change your entire life. You become more confident, more disciplined, and more focused. Problems that used to scare you don't seem as big anymore because you've trained your mind to stay strong, just like your muscles. Exercise shows you the truth. Progress takes effort, and motivation shows you the reason why you must keep putting in that effort. Combine the two, and you unlock a version of yourself that is unstoppable,